Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, I'd like you to imagine for a second that every marriage had to be subject to a referendum, that nobody could get married unless they received the approval of the majority of the citizens of their state. You might think this was a great waste of time and money, and that the idea that some other people that you don't even know would have the right to vote about your marriage, you might think that's ridiculous. And I think you might be surprised at the reasons people would come up with for voting against somebody's marriage. They might think that the couple was too young and that they should wait a little longer. Or they might think that the couple was too old and it really was a waste of time for them to be getting married. People might vote against marriages that crossed racial and ethnic lines, especially in the South. Catholics might feel that rabbis and ministers should follow the examples of priests and stay celibate. People might vote against a marriage where there is a significant age gap. You know, a December-June marriage. They might think that the guy was too old or the girl was too young and that they were not right for each other. Or they might vote against a marriage in which one person was rich and one person was poor. They might suspect that the poor person might be a gold digger. People might not want people to marry outside their religion. In states with a more liberal population, conservative Christians might find people voting against their marriage just out of spite or to teach them a lesson. There are all kinds of reasons people could come up with to block someone else from getting married. Imagine what it would be like if you had to actually mount a political campaign to convince voters that they should approve your marriage. Now, you might think that this is far-fetched or ridiculous. But when it comes to gay marriage, this is exactly how things stand. In many states, people feel that they should have a vote, a referendum, on whether or not to allow gay marriage. People who would be outraged if their ability to marry were put to a vote think it is perfectly reasonable that they should be allowed to vote on whether other people should be able to get married or not. And if you're one of those people and you think that you have that right, then you should be willing to submit your marriage to a vote. And let me tell you something. I'm voting against you. Thanks for listening.